All right, so here is part 2 of this knife sheath making video. Check out part 1 where I draw the design for it, the pattern for it. So this is a buck Nighthawk. The 655, I think it is. Yeah, 655 is the model. This is 655. L, I think is mine. Anyway, great knife, making a sheath for it. So, let's start cutting, shall we? Alright, so we got that cut out. This will be the strap, and this is the welt. So how this is going to work is, in case you missed the other video, this folds over. It's going to be really stiff right now. I don't want to crack it, but this is going to fold over like so. The knife's going to sit in there. Your welt is going to go right here. Basically what that does, it gives you a little barrier. Hopefully that was all on camera. Gives you a little barrier to where when you slide the knife in, it's not cutting into the stitches. So, boom. This is going to fold over, going to run a stitch line up the side here. The belt loop's going to flip over. Not this drastically, but about like so. Just enough to where your belt can go through and I can get a few stitch lines in there. So, now we've got everything cut out. What I'm going to do is wet this. I'm going to put my maker's mark in here. And then we are going to dye it outside. Once I come back, we'll glue it together. Okay, so got this glued up. I went ahead and stitched the belt loop on the back there. This is dyed, and I finished the edges here. This edge from about here. These edges don't matter because they're going to need to be sanded at the end anyway. So what we're going to do at this point is we are going to glue the welt on. Now, I only dyed the edge of it because that's all you're going to see. You'll never see like that inside piece. So you could dye it if you want, but really there's no sense in even using the dye up. So that's how that's gonna go, just like so. I'm gonna mark where I need to glue. Like that. I don't know, can you guys see that line I stretched in there with the awl? I can see it. So what I'm gonna do now is take this tool. This is a roughing tool. It's basically a file that's bent at an angle. It's made by Tandy. It's a craft tool. This side is rough. This side is rough. So the glue will stick to that with no problem. This side is smooth. This will not stick with the glue very well. So you want to just rough it up. There's no rhyme, reason, or pattern behind it. Just rough it up. Come at it from a few different angles. Just to give the glue something to stick to. Okay? And again, this is the way it's going to go. We're going to dampen this a little bit. So it's going to be easier to bend. You don't want it soaked or saturated or anything like that. And then keep it away from your glue line, obviously. But if it's wet, it will help it bend. So you're not going to get a huge crack on the outside. And then that'll make you very sad because you have to start all over again. Alright, let's glue this bad boy up. Alright, so now we got that all good and clamped up. We are going to let this dry, let this glue dry. Once the glue dries, we're going to sand this nice and smooth, and then we'll be ready to run a stitch through there. Alright, so we got it all stitched up here. Got to finish these edges. Now this is what it looks like. So let's put the strap on, finish this bad boy up, shall we? So the way I want it to open is this way. So this is going to be the top button. So what we're going to do is the bottom button. I've already riveted the strap in, so there's that. So this is going to be this part of the snap set here. We're going to put that bad boy right about there. So let's put a hole there. Boop. Without poking a hole in that. Let's poke that hole 1 second. I'm not going to jam the camera hitting it with a hammer. 1 second. Okay, we got that first half of that snap set in. And I trimmed the edge here. See, made it nice and neat using this circle cutter dealy whopper. That's a technical term. So now to determine the other side of the snap set where it's going to be, we are going to wrap this around like that. And make sure it's about in the, make sure it's even in the middle, all that good stuff. And just push down on it and see it's making an indentation. Just like that. Now we got a hole here so we know where to put the other half of the snap set. And it's going to look like this. And just like that, we have a snap set going on. This is where your belt loop goes through. This is the belt loop where your belt goes through. Sorry, I'm fighting a cold. My head's kind of... This is where your belt's going to go through, right there. Holds everything nice and secure. She's not going anywhere. That little rivet back there, that is for your strap. Holds the knife in. There you go. So now, the only thing we got to do is finish the edges here. I use this EcoFlow gum triacanth. And all you do there is you just rub it on there liberally. And you take your slicker here, and you move this out of the way, put the lid on it before you spill it everywhere. And you run back and forth over the edge like this till it's nice and smooth. It's not about pressure, it's about friction. And just like that, it's all done. Edge is nice and smooth. We have the strap to hold it in. That goes on your belt, hangs down. This is made from 7 to 8 ounce Herman oak vegetable tan leather for the Buck Nighthawk. Check that out. So, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment on the next knife you'd like to see me make a holster for. Visit the website, mstoutdoors.com. Thanks for watching.